Welcome back to the Keeping You On Stage podcast, the podcast where we share the stories behind the dancers, teachers, and creators who inspire our community to keep moving forward. Today's guest is someone whose story is filled with passion, perseverance, and heart. Ashlyn Gerber has been dancing since she was just 2 years old. What started as a love for movement grew into a lifelong career as a dance educator, choreographer, and mentor. After years as a competitive dancer herself, Ashlyn now brings her own students to competitions, sharing not only her knowledge of technique, but also her deep commitment to building confident, resilient dancers. Ashlyn's journey took an unexpected turn when she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Instead of stepping away from the dance world she loves, Ashlyn leaned even deeper into it, teaching, choreographing, and mentoring while navigating nerve pain, fatigue, and the unpredictability of MS has completely transformed her relationship with movement. For Ashlyn, dance isn't just about performance anymore. It's therapy, empowerment, and proof that the body is still capable even when it feels uncertain. She's also passionate about mental health in the dance world and creating studio environments where dancers feel seen beyond their trophies and scores, while still pushing them to grow beyond their limits. Today, we're talking about resilience, redefining strength, and learning to dance through life's unexpected challenges. Ashlyn, we're so excited to have you here. Welcome to the podcast. Okay, Ashlyn, welcome.
Yay.
We're so excited to have you.
I'm so excited.
Okay, we're going to start at the beginning.
Okay.
So you've been dancing since you were 2.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
A long time. Yeah.
Which is like basically before any of us could tie our shoes.
Yes.
So, what do you remember about your earliest experience with dance?
Oh my gosh. I can go so far back. I have 4 sisters.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Well, 3. I'm 4 of 5. But I just remember all of us growing up dancing, and I always remember we never had dinner together because we were always at the studio. So it was like, how can you get all the girls at home at the same time to sit down and have dinner? And it was so hard. But I just remember spending so much time in the studio with my sisters, and just that was our playground growing up. Like, that's where we spent most of our time. And yeah, it was wonderful. Like, my fondest childhood memories are at the studio and watching my oldest sister. She was always like the cool older girl you always like wanted to be. And I remember watching her in the studio and being like, I want to be her someday. And like, so yeah, it was wonderful. And I had such great like role models around me, and it was just so fun. I loved it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's funny how dance, like when you're all dancing,
Yeah.
it's during dinner time.
Yes.
You know? And,
I know.
But at least you were together.
Seriously.
And
yeah.
I love that you called it a playground.
Oh, I loved it.
That is,
yes.
I think, such a little perfect analogy of dance life in a studio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be there, have fun,
Then
you
have
know?
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
That's
great.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So was dance something that you instantly loved, or was it something that grew on you over time?
I feel like I never went to my mom and was like, I want to do dance. I think the day I gained consciousness, I was just like, oh, I'm in dance every day. Like, I think that's just what my like parents put us girls in, and I just like stuck with it. But I don't think I loved it until maybe I was like 9, and I was like, wait, I could like try to be good. but I think I always have like loved it, but I became passionate about it once I got into like my early teenage years and about around like 10, and then so on. So yeah.
That's great. I feel like that's kind of how it is for everybody.
I think so.
When you're young,
Mhm.
it's more your parents taking you, and then you
Yes.
start to
Yeah.
feel that love a little bit more
Absolutely, yeah.
as you get older.
Thank heavens for parents.
Yes.
Just
Right?
signing us up against our will. It's
Yes.
so worth it.
Yeah. So, what styles or teachers influenced you the most growing up? What styles of dance?
I feel like I try to be very like versatile in like all my training, and like try and learn more as I get older, but I feel like probably the style that shaped me the most was probably like lyrical. I feel like that's such like a cliche answer, but it really was. Like, I feel like it's such a storytelling thing. And like at a young age, it's like you have all these emotions and you don't know how to like communicate them or in a way that makes sense, I guess. But I just remember like being super stressed, and then it was lyrical class and I always felt happier after. And I was just like, this is so great. Like, but I feel like when people are like, oh, Ashlyn is such a jazz dancer, Ashlyn is such like a hip hop dancer, like that is like my niche. But I feel like for me, where my heart is like lyrical, contemporary. It's like I love to storytell, but I also love to like perform and put on a show, you know, like that kind of thing. But I feel like as far as my instructors, I had amazing teachers growing up. Like I really got like the cream of the crop, I'm convinced, which I feel like it's unfortunate because not everyone can say that. But I had really great teachers. They like pushed you in a way where you just like woke up one day and you're like, I don't even recognize myself because I've just grown so much, which is like great. And so I think that's kind of was the momentum for me to be like, okay, I want to be a teacher like that. Like I want to be someone that they look back when I'm older and they're just like, dang, like Ashlyn pushed me in ways that I didn't know I could be pushed. So I think that's always been a good force for me to like go off of. So,
yeah. That's really great.
Yeah.
I love that. Lyrical is amazing.
Yes.
It's so cool how it gives you a way to just express how you're feeling.
Yes.
Because I feel like when you're young or even older, sometimes it's hard to express how you feel in words. And so dance and lyrical especially gives you that kind of just out of trying to express what you're feeling inside.
For sure.
I think it's so amazing.
Agree.
And it is so amazing to watch too.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
And the dancers that are, you know, feeling the emotions. We talk about this all the time.
Every podcast.
You can see it.
Absolutely.
And feel it.
Absolutely.
So it's lyrical
And
is amazing.
we always say, like, if you can really feel yourself or get those expressions out in lyrical or contemporary or whatever it is, it makes you a better dancer in all genres.
Absolutely.
Right? Because then you can take what you've learned in lyrical and apply it to everything else.
Absolutely.
And so,
and I just like, I think I see such a different perspective on it. Like, I'm sure we'll talk about this later, but like, I have such a love for the choreographers now where like I'd watch a dance and I was like, oh my gosh, the dancers are the star. And I'm like, wait, pull back the curtains. Look at the choreographer. Like, wow. Who hurt you? Like that kind of thing. Like I just want to like sit down with like pieces that I'm in love with and just talk to the choreographer and be like, not taking credit away from the dancers because that's hard.
Right.
But I just want to like look at the choreographer and be like, tell me about this.
Yeah.
And so I feel like some of my best pieces have come from like parts of my life where I'm like, I've hurt the most. And I'm just like, just turning that pain into like beauty and putting it on bodies is like a healing thing. It's like watching a healing process. So I think that's why I love lyrical too.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love So You Think You Can Dance.
Yes.
And the obviously watching the dancing, but I think that show gave choreographers and dancers a voice to like explain the reasons behind their choreography.
Absolutely.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And the whole choreography like process is such like it needs to be studied. It's amazing.
Yes. Well, even with Dancing with the Stars, they've kind of done that as well.
Yes.
And yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's an
It
art.
just gives like the world like the view of a choreographer and how important it can be.
Yeah.
Rather than just always watching the performance, right?
Exactly.
Which is moving and beautiful in itself.
And they're
It's
just
different.
they're just as talented as the dancers.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. For sure.
So switching gears, what was competitive dance like for you?
Yeah. Amazing. I am a very like naturally competitive person. Which is good and bad. I feel like I look back in like my high school years dancing and even in studio and I was like, someone needed to tell me to chill out. Like I needed to calm down. But I love it. I love competing. I love the training for a purpose, for like, this is something bigger than me as far as like a team aspect. And I loved that. I always loved competing like solo and by myself. But when it was with a team, I was like, this is where it's at. Like, this is where I need to be. This is where I can like really grow as both a team member, as a dancer, and as a person. Those 3 things are so big for me. And so I loved it growing up. It was hard because, like, with sisters, you're on different levels. So that kind of, I feel like, had some strain on relationships, but we really were good at not letting it take that toll of like, well, dang it. But I loved it. I love the competitive side. I love, like the effort, the process given for like a long-term award instead of like a medal or something, which those are great.
Yeah.
I love them, don't get me wrong. But I do feel like being on the side of like, okay, I've been in a competitive side before. What can I teach my dancers about this? That it can be a healthy thing. Because I feel like some dancers hear competitive and they like shy away. They're like, oh, I don't know. It's not for everyone. But I know I have some dancers that are kind of timid on the competitive side. And it's like, no, nerves are okay. Like nerves doesn't equal failure, things like that. So I feel like the competitive side's like, it's okay to have that drive. We get a little afraid to like be over passionate. And I'm the first one to be like, I know I'm over passionate, but I feel like I have every right to be, you know?
Yeah. Well, and it's what drives us.
Absolutely.
That passion and competitiveness. So this is not a question.
You're good.
But with your sisters, you kind of mentioned that you were all on different levels but you made it work, and you made it a priority not to let that affect your relationships. Absolutely. How did you guys do that? I'm curious.
I think it's just recognizing everyone's strengths, like being humble, but also like take a compliment. Like I can go through all of my sisters and be like, my sister that's just older of me, amazing at ballet. I walk in a ballet class and it's like, I shouldn't be here. Like, it's just things like that. Or like my oldest sister, like she doesn't look like a hip hop dancer, but she was probably one of the best hip hop dancers. Like, it's just recognizing all these people's strengths and just being like, we all have something to give. Why do we have to like compete against each other? Like, no one's better than the other. Like, obviously some of us are like maybe technically better at this or technically better at that. That's great. I would hate if we were all the same. I'd be like, this is boring. Like, someone go do soccer at this point. Like, there's nothing here for us. So I loved the dynamic with our sisters and like just having that difference and like, okay, you liked this side of dance, you liked this side of dance. And I think that's what kind of helped maybe lessen the tension with it, I feel like. So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Just being mindful of that and remembering that your relationships are more important than it all.
Yes, absolutely. And your mom, like,
oh my gosh,
your parents, I'm sure, and your teachers have to kind of create that culture.
Absolutely.
And teach you and your sisters that, right?
It's like, I don't blame people. Like, I'm guilty of this too. Like, I'll have girls come in the studio and there's 3 daughters. Like, it's hard to like naturally not compare them, but it's like, you have to look, okay, these are 3 individual humans. Like, every single one of them deserves to be invested the equal amount. Like, it's things like that. And so I feel like it can be lost super easily, not even just in siblings, but like cousins or like just things like that. It's just like the minute you're tied to a last name, it's like sometimes people treat you differently, and it's unfortunate, but I try not to.
Yes. That's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. That's a real thing, not just in dance, but even in like school.
Oh, for sure.
You know, in high school when the younger sibling comes in after the older one, and there's a lot of expectations, or if that older sibling was not the best student, then everyone assumes that you're going to be that way as well. You know, like, it's just, that's hard to have
family stigma.
Yes. But that's cool that you guys were just mindful of that. That's really neat. I'm sure you did have your issues.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we fought at home. We weren't allowed to fight in the studio. If we heard word got back that we were fighting in the studio, we were in so much trouble. So we just waited till we got home.
Yeah.
The punching bag and boxing gloves came out, so we're good.
Okay, so we're going to kind of shift into naturally, kind of, you've been talking about it.
Yeah.
Becoming a teacher.
Yes.
So a lot of dancers dream about performing, and not everyone transitions into being a teacher and mentoring the next generation. You've been teaching now for about 6 years.
Yes.
And bringing your own dancers to competitions, which is so cool and kind of full circle.
Yes.
So
it's insane.
What has that transition for you been like from going from the dancer and all the spotlights on you to the teacher?
Absolutely. I think like I was thinking about this last night about this question, and honestly, the word weird comes in my brain. I don't do well with change. And it's not that I'm like, oh, I need the spotlight. It's not that at all. It's coming from like, okay, this was my role for so many years, into like, okay, now you're gonna shift, and it's like now you're gonna be on the other side of it. But there's no rule book. I'm sure, yeah, there's schooling, you can go to college for it, but that's not the route I went. I was like, my senior year, I got recruited to go travel and assist with like a team that goes and teaches other drill teams and other like studios. And so I like jumped right into that. That for me was like end goal. And then that happened, and I was like, wait, what's next? Like, what do I do now? And so then I jumped into studios, and people were reaching out, will you come teach at this studio? And I was like, okay, like just flying by the seat of my pants. And I just remember being like, wait, I gotta like figure this out. Like, because people are wanting me to come in, and like, it's not fair to them if I'm not ready or prepared. And so I really was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Like, this is what I want to do. It's always been a dream just to teach dance, but I never like planned for it, because no one like tells you like, hey, you're going to start this day, you know? So it was super random, like super like that's honestly the best word for it, is just random. And it happened in such a odd way, but a way that it was like, that's the only way I wanted it to be. Like, but my coach in high school is who I teach with now.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so and she's seriously one of my best friends now. Like, you go from, she's my coach and she's mentoring me and like all this stuff, until one day she's like, do you want to come like work with me? Do you want to come like work at my studio? And I'm just like, sure. Like, me? Like, that was very rewarding, because it was like, you think high enough of me to like come work with you. Like, that's great. And it's been the best experience ever.
That's really cool.
Absolutely. And so I think that's also been helpful, is to have what was my coach. She saw me as a dancer side. She's seen me as a teacher now. And she's been like a great mentor to be like, hey, like, let's do this, or let's try this out. So I can't say I'm like, oh, I'm figuring it out on my own. It's not that. Like, she is helping me heavily. And so it's been wonderful, but it's also been lots of like trials and error, and I have had to like put myself out there and, hey, like, can I come teach these classes, or hey, can I come do this? And you get a lot of no's.
Yeah.
And I love that. I have so many people reach out like, how do you get started teaching? Just put yourself out there. Honestly, rejection is the best form of like criticism. Like, you need to be rejected to be better. Like, you have to. So lots of rejection.
Yeah, because it's going to happen.
Yes. Yeah, it's like, that's a great life lesson.
Yes.
Right? That's just in anything you do. So I love that.
Yeah. And it's hard, because as dancers, or I think just as women or human beings even, we want to be liked by everyone. At least that's how I am.
No, I am too.
And so being told no is hard.
It is hard,
like, even if, I think a lot of the times it's just because maybe they just are looking for something else. Absolutely. You know what I mean? It's not that you're like bad or, you know, not good enough. Yep. It's just that they just need something else. Yes. And we talk about this when you get told no. Yeah. Other doors get opened that are
a better yes is right there. Yeah. I totally agree with that, which is a hard lesson to learn, because I feel like dancers see that all the time. Yeah. You don't get an audition and you're like, oh, I must be terrible. You like catastrophize, which I do a ton, but seeing it on the teacher side of it, it's like, you're not a bad person. You're not a bad dancer. It's like, there's just probably someone better for you, you know, like whether that's dancing, whether that's dating, whether that's like a job, like everything. It's like one bad no leads to a way better yes. Just trust it. Just trust it.
I love that.
Yes.
We had a cute girl on a couple months ago, and she basically said that exact same thing, just in a little bit different way.
It's real.
And I think if you kind of recognize it and learn that at a younger age, then, I mean, I feel like most of us learn it as an adult, right? Absolutely. Like, we recognize it more as an adult. And it's like, if you can really help your younger dancers understand that
earlier.
Then it's
it'll be so much better.
They're just going to work harder. It's just going to be life changing for them, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of teacher do you strive to be?
I feel like I don't have one word for it. I know what I don't want to be. And I feel like that's helped me really decide that, okay, I know I'm naturally a very intense teacher. I'm told that by a lot of people, but those were the teachers I loved. I loved walking into class and being like, not that I was like fighting for my life, but it was like, I have to work. I have to push myself. And I feel like some teachers are afraid to do that these days for kids. Like, oh, I'm going to hurt their feelings, or mom's going to send me an upset text. Let them. That whole let them theory, I'm so about that. I want your mom to send me a text. Why did you push my kid today? Why did you make my kid hit a goal? Why did you make them, like, you know, like, it's crazy. So
you're like, why not?
Why not? I'm doing my job. Like, I know I am an intense teacher, and I think I need to be that. Like, I'm not trying to be a certain way. It is just who I am. Like, that's where I feel like that I see growth. It's like, if you're comfortable, you're not growing.
Yep.
What are we doing? You know, like, I want to have bad days in the studio. I had a dancer the other day, like, every practice, I'm like, dang, this is so good. We finally had a bad practice. And I was like, good. Like, you can't be good every day. I'm glad you had a terrible practice. We need this. So I think I want to be like an intense teacher. I think I want to be one that's also invested. Like, I'm intense. I'm yelling at you right now. I am making you do push-ups and burpees because I care. Like, because I know your worth. I've seen you do better. So why aren't you giving me better? You know, that kind of thing. I just have very high expectations.
Yeah.
I think I need to. So yeah.
And I think kids nowadays need to be pushed like that, you know, in a loving way. I mean, it's kind of the same being a parent.
Yeah.
If you don't set high expectations,
absolutely,
and help them set goals and help them strive for more, then
what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly.
What, like, I'm not doing my job. Like, I'm doing you a disfavor at that point, you know? Like, I always tell my dancers, like, they walk in tired, and I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like, if we're here, let's work. Like, why? I'm not gonna let you take the day easy. Like, it's okay. Like, you're tired. Like, no. And I'll probably get a lot of lashback for that, because I'm not like a soft parenting teacher. Like, I am like, let's do this. Like, let's win. That's the competitive side of me coming out. I'm like, let's do the work. I always say, like, let's earn our trophies here. Let's go pick them up at comp. Like, you can't be surprised when you get to comp and you're like, oh, we didn't win. We are not trying hard in practice. Yeah. It should be no shocker to you. So, yeah, I guess the kind of teacher I want to be is like be so good that, like, they can't be mad that you're pushing them. Like, just be pushed, be intense, be that teacher that's passionate about what you're doing and about the people you're doing it with. Like, push your kiddos. Like, they need it a lot.
They do.
Yeah.
They do, actually.
Yeah.
Or else they're just kind of lazy. And
they are.
I used to have a teacher that would say, when you would walk into class, I mean, the expectations were very high. Yeah. And it was like, it was so good for me.
Yes.
And I will never forget it. Yeah. You know?
You remember them.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. But they would always say, I don't want you to give 100%. I need 150% from you today. And that has always stuck with me, because I'm kind of a person that's like, okay, I'm going to go in, get the job done. Yep. And so it taught me a ton as a kid. Just when you're here, like, I always say this, dance is a privilege.
Yes, it is.
And so when you're in dance class, these teachers, and it sounds like you are exactly that, expect 150% out of you. Or you know what? Just don't do it.
Yes.
Like, if you're not going to give it your all,
let's just go home.
Let's just go home and do something else.
I could be doing a million other things.
Yeah. Like, let's go do something else.
Exactly.
You know? So it's like that with a lot of things. So I love that you're teaching your students those really needful lessons.
Absolutely.
They just don't need that just for dance. They'll remember that for everything in their life. Yeah. So you're teaching them some really great things.
I hope. I don't want to be like the scary teacher. I know there's like some dancers like, oh, Ashlyn's can be scary. But I always say, like, I want to work hard, but we can have fun. But I think there's like a balance to it. But I do feel like I see a lot of intensity in our training lacking a lot. And so I think that's where I feel the need to be that way. I feel like is because dancers aren't being pushed the way I was pushed, I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it how I did it, So, yeah.
Well, the other thing too, as a dance teacher or a coach or a parent, I'm sorry, I'm just going off on this, but like, I think we sometimes feel like we need to be their friend.
Yeah.
And like, we can.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
And be loving and supportive, but you're not their friend. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference. Absolutely. You are their mentor. You're their teacher.
I'm doing a job. Like this
you're
is
doing
work.
Your job.
Yes.
Yeah. And like, I love that you're taking it seriously.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's so good for students, dancers to know that and to be able to go into a class and be like, okay, this teacher, she means business.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to respect her. Like you're asking for respect from them. Absolutely. And they really, really need that.
Yeah. So, and I honestly feel like I've had other teachers come to me and they're like, how, like, do you just command a classroom? How do you get them to listen to you? Like, they don't listen to me. And my heart hurts for that teacher because it's like, I'm just demanding respect. Like, that's what it comes down to, honestly. And it's like, I demand it, but it's also like, give it in return.
Yeah.
And like, kind of jumping back to like you're not my friend. Like, my mom always said, I'm your mom first, and then I'm your friend. And so I was like, that's rude, but I get it. I get it now. It's like, I'm here doing my job. I'm your teacher first. Of course, I love and care about you. Of course, we can laugh and joke and all that stuff. But it's like, if I wasn't prioritizing you and me taking on the role as a teacher first, let me just give your parents money back. Like, that's not fair to them. It's not fair to you. I'm not taking my job serious. It's like, I'm your teacher first, always.
Yes.
Always, always.
That's so amazing.
Cool. Yeah.
They're lucky to have you.
I hope so. They probably don't love it.
But they'll appreciate it.
I hope so. They're great.
That's really awesome. Yeah. What lessons from your own dance training shaped your teaching style?
Kind of how I jump back to like, I know what I don't want to be. There was a lot of things that there was a time I did not want to dance. I hated it. I like physically would make myself so sick. I was so nervous to go. I dreaded it, but it was because of how I was being taught. It wasn't like I couldn't take the intensity. It was because this weird unspoken expectation of perfection was there, in the sense of, okay, well, however many mistakes you make, that's how many laps you run. And I was like, okay, so in my brain, I can't make any mistakes. I have to be perfect. The words "you have to be perfect" were never said to me. I just took it as that. But how do you not as a teenager, like, and so I feel like that's where I have to be very careful, because as a perfectionist now, like a chronic perfectionist, I have to be careful how I teach my dancers. And so I feel like those things that were said to me, like, hey, like, no mistakes, no mistakes, no mistakes. I'm like, wait, that's what practice is for, right? Like, isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? Like, I told my dancers yesterday, I was like, I've never once told you guys, I expect this to be perfect. And they were just like, yeah, like, that's so true. Because I feel like there's so many dancers these days that are just like, it wasn't good enough. I wasn't perfect. And I see me in them.
Yeah.
And I feel like me kind of changing the way I teach mistakes and things like that is kind of healing me, because that is something I still like struggle with. And so when I see that with other dancers, I'm like, hey, it's okay. Like, your best is my expectation, not perfection. So yeah, that's definitely a big way. It's like how I was trained is helped me what I don't want to do. But yeah.
I love that.
I do too.
Yeah.
Very insightful.
Yes.
What do you love most about seeing your students grow?
Oh my gosh. All of it. I love when they're frustrated, which sounds weird, but I love the process of struggling. And that's been a hard one for me as well. I feel like I'm learning that in life right now. I feel like I learned it as a dancer, is when you are at your lowest low, you're like, I'm having the worst turn day, or I've not placed well in my solo this year. I just got taken out of this group part. It's like, there's your chance to grow. There you go. And I always tell my dancers, if I'm not correcting you in class, you should be offended. Like, I'd rather be corrected than given compliments. Like, because correction equals I'm invested. I want to help you grow and things like that. And so I love when I see my dancers stay after, hey, what can I work on? Can you help me with this? And I'm like, I love you. You are amazing. And so I just love dancers who take their training seriously, because I feel like at times I'm like, am I like too invested? Am I taking this too serious? Am I too like involved? But then I see dancers like, wait, what can I do? How can I get better? These are my goals. How do I get there? And I'm like, okay, cool. These are my people. This is who like I want to like put my time and energy in. Obviously I'll do it for everyone, but it's like when you show interest and effort, I will give it right back to you. And so I love to see that side of my dancers when they grow, is like it's because they want to, not just because I have to be here, you know. So it's on their time, their choice. They want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a huge difference there. I'm always telling my kids that when they're struggling in school.
Yes.
I'm like, well, go talk to your teacher then.
Yes.
Like, but a lot of times they don't, because they just don't care.
I know.
And it's like, well, you need to care.
Yeah.
You know, so, and the ones that
it's
do
cool
care.
to care.
Yes.
Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, like,
do it.
And I feel like teachers will not cut you a little slack, but they're going to always be willing to work with you.
Yes.
Because you're showing
effort,
like showing effort, you know what I mean? And that's better than being perfect.
Absolutely. If the effort's there, I will always work with you. Always. Like, I want you to come talk to me.
Yes. How do we teach kids that? You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
Not just with dance, but just with
in life.
Yeah.
Like, your grades are bad, go talk to your teacher. You are the
work.
only one that can do it. Your mom can't go do it for you. Your brother can't come do it for you. Like, you're your own person, advocate for yourself. Go fight for yourself.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so we're gonna kind of shift gears here.
Yes.
Okay, so at some point in your journey, and you're gonna have to tell me how long ago this was.
Yes.
Life threw you something you probably never expected.
Yeah.
Your diagnosis with MS.
Yes.
So, if you're comfortable sharing,
absolutely.
Can you tell us a little bit what that is first?
Yes, of course. It was new to me too. And I feel like it's not known, but it's a autoimmune disease where your like immune system attacks your body, thinking something's wrong with it. And so it basically eats away and kills off your nerves. So you start to like lose things like mobility, vision, speech, basically just deteriorate as a whole over time, which is terrible and so out of like our control and so not expected for anyone. I've never met someone that was like, I knew this was going to happen, and they say it with a smile on their face. But I've been told it's like that you will tell your story about having MS with the biggest smile on your face. And I'm like, 'cause why not?
Yeah.
Like, why not? It could, like, I don't want to diminish from it and be like, it could be worse. Yeah, it totally could be 100%. But it is hard, and it's what I have, and I can't change that. So it's what I have. Yeah, it's great. But yeah.
You're so positive.
Attitude.
Yeah, you have to. You really have to, honestly. Like, it's all in your attitude. That's what my dad says. It's all in your attitude. But you're allowed to have bad days, and I have plenty of them. Like, I don't want to come on here and seem like this glorified, like, oh, she has it all together. I don't. I really don't. And I'm scared all the time. But it's definitely shaped how I teach. It's shaped how I just live life. It's shaped how I take care of myself, how I treat people. Like, I feel like I'm nicer now sometimes. But yeah, it was a really hard diagnosis. Definitely one that caught everyone off guard. It's no one in my family has it as far back as we can go.
Wow.
And
is it something that is...
I've heard it's genetic.
Okay.
I've heard that, but no one in my family has it. And I am like, I call myself like the rare case, because anything that's like, oh, it's a rare symptom, I have it. Or they're like, oh, this is rare, it's not going to happen. It happens. But I think it's for a reason. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. But it's something I'm like super comfortable with sharing, because I think I wanted people to be comfortable helping me out, and not a lot of people, like, I don't want to say they weren't, but I was like searching for someone that could relate, and I couldn't really find anyone that like could relate with me, which was a bummer. But I think I want to be that person for a lot of people.
I love that.
Not just with MS, but with like any health problem. Everyone has something.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so, and whether that's like mental health, whether that's physical health, whether that's just like something with you, like I want to help. I want to help out.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
That is so cool
Yeah.
and such a great mindset, because it's true.
Yeah.
When something happens to you, we naturally are looking for other people that it's happened to.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever the circumstances.
Yep. Yeah.
And so when people are quiet about it.
Yeah. It's hard and very isolating.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
For sure.
And so I love that did you immediately feel that way? Like
No.
right when you found out, were you?
No, when I found out, I was like, okay, because I didn't know what it was. I was just like, whatever, like this is probably something just small. But it wasn't until I like saw my mom and I remember the day I got diagnosed, my aunt was over and everyone's crying and I'm like, what's wrong? What's going on? And they were just like, listen, this is what you have. And obviously more time and research I've had to do to understand it more. But when I started learning, like, this is what your life could look like. This is what could happen. But it was also good to have the diagnosis because I had so many health things growing up dancing that I was like, what's wrong with me? I'm so active. I'm in the studio so much. Why do I feel so yucky all the time? And so to finally have a diagnosis, I was grateful. But ever since the day I got my diagnosis, my life has literally changed overnight. I was thrown into treatments, like into a cancer unit where they do like chemo and stuff. I was thrown into that right away and I was like, I'm 18 years old. What am I doing here? Absolutely not. I'm like, I need to go teach in a couple hours. I can't be getting infusions. Like, what are we doing? Like, it was insane and such like a whirlwind. But the day I got diagnosed, my whole family were just sitting around just so sad. And my dad's like, no, like, we're going to do this. Like, you can do hard things. We do hard things. Like, it's all in your attitude. You are going to have a good life. And I think at first I was like, oh, like, way to be calloused. But then I was like, no, you're right. Like, let's do this. Absolutely. I'm not the first person to get this and I'm not going to be the last. So let's make the most of it. You know, like, we're here, so we might as well.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
That's so cool.
Love that so much.
Yeah.
Happiness is a conscious decision.
Yes.
So I tell my kids that all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I love that because we are going to face hard things.
Yeah.
And so why not be happy? And yes, like you said, we do have our bad days and it's okay to have our bad days and feel our feelings. I was talking about this last night.
Yes.
It's okay to feel our feelings.
Yeah.
But why not choose to be joyful as we go through it?
Yes.
Instead of just be miserable.
Yes.
Like, miserable all the time.
No one wants to be around you.
Yes, exactly. And how is that going to help you too?
It won't.
Or others.
It really won't.
Yeah. And I think it helps, like you said, you want to help others. You want to, even if it's not the same diagnosis, you just want to help because everyone's going through something. I think by helping others and serving others, it helps you bring that like joy or happiness or positivity into your life.
I agree.
Yeah.
I love that.
I do too.
It's healing. It's good for the
it is
soul.
healing,
Help
for
people.
sure.
Yes.
Yes.
That is so great.
That's for everyone. I look at the camera.
Yes.
I'm like, that's for everyone.
See, you hear this? Yeah.
So how did this diagnosis initially affect your relationship with dance?
The whole, like, you never know when, like, you can't. I always heard that and I was like, whatever. And then I was like, what? Me? Like, no way. Like, not me. Like, this is crazy. Like, I grew up so healthy. My whole family was so active. My mom was a fitness instructor. I'm like, not us. No way. And so I remember thinking, like, am I going to, like, not be able to teach anymore? Am I not going to be able to dance anymore? Like, am I going to become unmarketable? Like, am I going to be a liability? Oh, we can't take her on. We can't hire her. She's got health issues. That is such a real fear of mine. And so sad because people do think that way. They're like, oh, we can't take her on. Like, she's a liability. And I'm just like, I immediately saw the value in me go way down. I was like, I'm a bad person. I can't be like utilized anymore. I don't have quality to give to people. And I was so sad. It really affected me as far as like in the dance world. I'm like, what if I can't go and like demonstrate things, or what if I can't like go full out as much? And I'm gonna be honest, I can't. Like if I have to go teach at like a convention or something, I have to bring in an assistant, and that's great because I'm still involved, I'm still doing things, and I know now with time, I know my limits, I know what I can do, I know what I can't do, but it's taken so much time and error and trial to figure that out. It's been really hard, but it's still a work in progress, and my body's always like evolving, and this like sickness is always changing. Like day to day doesn't look the same. I could get up tomorrow and I can't get out of bed, or like I could get up the next day and I could teach like an 8-hour dance day and be fine. Like you just never know. It's crazy actually. But yeah,
that is crazy. Yeah. So you kind of answered my next question.
No, yeah.
No, but it was perfect. So do you have nerve pain too?
Yes.
Is it like just where is it?
Just everywhere? It's mostly when I look at my MRIs, I have lesions all over my brain stem, and my spinal cord, like all the way down. And usually people with MS, like, ask your doctor how many you have, where they're located. That can kind of tell you what your body's going to do. So I did, and I was like, hey, where are they? What can I expect? And they were like, you have way too many. Like, we can't give you that answer. And I was like, frustrated because I needed an answer. I needed to know what to expect. Again, here's my controlling perfection side. I'm like, I need to know what to expect. What can I, and you can't. And that has been so hard for me to be like, it's so like out of the blue or unexpected, and I can't prepare for it. But yeah, like I am always in pain. I notice like my legs, my arms the most, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. My brain doesn't like, I'm not as sharp mentally, I feel like, anymore. And that's a hard thing to like, I feel like I don't talk a lot about, is when you can feel yourself deteriorating super slowly, but you really feel like you're losing your mind slowly. You're just kind of like, I'm losing it. And people probably notice this. And it's a scary feeling because you start to feel like you're trying to grasp the strings and they're like breaking as you do. And so that's been a really hard thing. And I think that's why I put myself so much into the studio, because it's like, it's the one constant in my life. And so even when my body's not there for me, or it's kind of, not doing its thing, that can be there for me. Yeah. I think that's why I heavily invest myself in those things.
That is,
that's cool. Dance,
really inspiring.
Yeah. So, I mean, despite all of this unpredictability with this, with MS, you are continuing to show up for your dancers. Absolutely. So you're saying that like the studio is your constant.
Absolutely.
That is so neat, though, that you're showing up for your dancers. And I feel like that's probably your constant as well. Yes. I know that they come and go and they're different and things like that, but they're always going to be there.
They are a support group, 100%. And I like try to make light of it and joke with them about my health, like, oh, this would happen to me. But at the end of the day, they really care. And like when I'm in for treatments, some of the first people that text me are my dancers. Hey, I'm thinking of you today. Like, how are you feeling? Like, don't worry about coming for solo practice. Like, it's okay if like we don't do practice today. And I'm just like, it's things like that it's like, that's who you need in your circle. Yes. And they're these 13-year-old girls that are like so amazing. Like, they're fantastic. Yeah, I know.
Really are.
There really are good kids out there, guys.
Yeah. Like, yes, trust. They are.
They really are. I promise.
They have good hearts, and they're going through a lot.
Yeah, they are.
I was just gonna ask you what kept you going, what keeps you going during these hard moments, and I mean, you just answered it right there.
Absolutely.
Your students. Is there anything else that helps you, like, helps support you and buoy you up during these hard moments that seem like they're all the time?
Yeah, they seem like they are there all the time, but honestly, the facts of it is like, I've been told if I stop and you like started to deteriorate more, it's not coming back. And I think that kind of fears definitely a motivator. I can't say it's not. And so I'm like, I have to keep going. It's literally the sense of like, if I stop, I'm done. And I don't want to be done. And so that's definitely a motivator. But definitely like my husband, he is like, go to the studio, keep dancing, keep doing this. You love it. And it's so good for your body. So go. And I love that he is so in love with what I do. It's
That's
the best,
great.
actually. He
That is
loves
so
it.
sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. So
He sounds amazing.
he's
Yeah.
So
amazing.
supportive.
Yes. Awesome prop guy. Gotta
Oh,
give him
perfect.
credit.
Yes.
Well, of
But
course.
yes,
Yes.
you need
They
him.
need
Absolutely. But he he sees how happy I am teaching. He sees how happy the girls make me, and he sees what it's doing for my body. And he's just like, why would you stop? Why would you not do this? He's like, it would be so selfish of me to say, don't do it anymore. I want you home. I don't want you coming home late, like at night. Like, I want you here with me. Like, he is like, no, go do it. And so I think that he literally is like, go do it. So yeah, that pushes me so much. So it's wonderful. But yeah, the girls, the people I teach with, like, I seriously, best, it doesn't feel like work. Best job ever, honestly. Yeah, it's great.
That's so
That is
cool.
so much.
I've been listening to a book just talking about wealth.
Yes.
And he's not talking about how money makes you wealthy.
Right.
Obviously, it does in one way.
Yes.
But he defines wealth.
Yes. And I'm so rich in the way of life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's so cool because it's all of those things.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I have so much wealth in my life because of this, and this.
Yes.
You know, and
Yeah.
I love that you feel that.
Yes.
And recognize it.
Absolutely.
You said that dance took on a completely different new meaning
Yes.
after your diagnosis. Instead of just performance, it became therapy, empowerment,
Yeah.
and a way to prove to yourself that your body's still capable.
Oh, yeah.
How did your perspective on movement change?
I think it was less of like, oh, I have to do it, to like, I want to do it. It was like, I love to dance. I know I did growing up. I'm like, oh, I love dance. And I was like, no, this is me. Like, when people think of me, they think of dance. When they think, and not that it's like, oh, I am dance. I am. Like,
Yeah.
I am. Out of all my sisters, I'm the only one that's teaching. Like, they've all like moved on, had kids, which is great.
Yeah.
But I can't get out of it. I don't think I ever will. I think it's something that it's like, I have more to give than just a technique class. I have more to give than just a couple classes a week. It's like, I'm here for the long haul. And I think because of what's happened to me, I think of the things that have shaped me as a person just at 24 years old. Like, I still have so much growth, but it's like, I know I have more to give as far as a teacher or a mentor or a friend or a coworker. Like, I know I'm not leaving anytime soon. That's for sure. And so instead of just like, oh, once you're 18, you leave the studio, you graduate, you go on. It's not me. I'm like a super, super, super senior in that way. But I'm like, I'm not leaving. I love it. I want to keep teaching and working with all these dancers, and they teach me too. Like, I'm not just teaching them. Like, I learn so much from dancers, not just in my studio, but when I go and do conventions or work with drill teams, I'm like, wow, these kids are insane. They are so good and great kids, honestly. So I'm learning lots.
Well, I mean, the dance world is extremely lucky to have you.
Oh, no,
Very
they're great. No, they're
What a
great.
great example. I'm sitting here
Yeah.
thinking, oh my gosh, you're a great example to me.
Oh, thank you.
Like, just sitting here listening, but to have that impact on young dancers.
Yeah.
Of what it looks like to show up on hard days.
Absolutely.
Or,
Absolutely.
you know, what it looks like when you need an
Yes.
assistant.
Yes.
And saying, oh, it's okay. Like, help is good.
Help is
I'm
great.
still just as amazing.
Yes.
But today, I might need this boost.
And that's
you know?
okay, 'cause
And that's okay.
yeah.
And showing
Yeah.
them, like, those are the lessons I feel like that will go on with the dancers
For sure.
forever. You know, you're changing lives by just being you.
Yeah.
And being such a great example
Absolutely.
of showing up on
Yes.
hard days.
Yes.
And still giving your all.
Absolutely. And it's okay to ask for help. And I'm so stubborn. So that's been a hard
Yeah.
one for me. But it's okay to ask for help.
I think as women,
yes.
I would say everyone. Wouldn't you? Because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, as women, then I'm like, no, my husband does not
yes,
ask for
yeah.
help.
Yeah.
But like, as just human nature,
Yeah.
no, we don't want to ask for help.
No.
For some reason, it's
Yeah.
Kind of
kind
stubborn
of,
a little bit.
Yeah, we're all
Absolutely.
very stubborn.
Absolutely.
But
I think it's because
That's great.
people have seen me do it without help.
yes.
So for me to ask for help, it's like, well, what's wrong?
Well, yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
what's not wrong? Like, it's okay if I ask for
Yes.
help, but I think it's swallowing my pride and being like, let's face the reality of it.
Mhm.
I can't go teach an hour and a half class and not have help.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's great because it's giving this person helping me. I'm helping them. Like, let's get you started, like all that stuff. So it's wonderful, and it's okay to ask for help. But yeah, I'm definitely very stubborn in that way. So lesson to learn.
That is good. It's okay to, that's the word I was looking for, is pride.
Yes.
Right? Like we all are prideful.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Or we don't want to appear weak.
Yes.
You know.
Which is a real fear.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Yes.
Like,
it's great. Yes.
I think it makes you human.
Absolutely.
You know.
It's like what is that called? Where it's really hard to ask for help.
Yeah.
But we're also willing to give help.
Yes.
So, like, what do you...
Help is there.
Like,
you just have to ask.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like go talk to your teacher. Like, it's that whole theory again. It's like they're
willing
there.
To help.
It's not like the bell rings and their door shut. You can't get help anymore.
But why are we so scared to ask for help?
No, I don't know. It's so sad.
It's hard. Like, it's hard to ask for help.
It is.
You want to be independent and do things on your own. And
I get that.
I do think that is something that you have to learn and train yourself.
Yeah.
Because not just with dance, but with life. And the more you train yourself to accept it and ask, the better you get at it. Because it also, by asking for help, you're helping others.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
like letting these other people help you, it helps them as well. You know,
so true.
Yeah, like we need to let them do that.
It's like leading by example. Like, that person I look up to asked for help. Maybe I can too. Like things like that.
Well, and I think it gives them value, right? Like you said, like it gives them. If you ask for help, then they're like, oh wait.
She trusts.
Exactly.
She asked me for help.
Yeah.
Which people ask me, and I'm like, me?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's great.
So, it makes other people feel needed too.
Yes.
And
we all
that's
need to
so
feel that.
important.
Yes.
Yeah, it's important. My mom told me one time, let me help you. Like, just with...
Like, okay.
And it's hard. Like, it's like... And she's like, I am here to help you.
That's what we're here for. That's
Yes.
what moms are for. That's what teachers are for.
Yes.
That's what teammates are for. You can ask your teammates for help.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a weird thing I'm seeing in dance is it's like we're oddly competing against our own teammates.
Yes.
And it's like, girlfriend, we're on the same team. Like, we're here to help each other.
Yeah.
Let's be teammates.
Yes.
You know, like we're on the same playing field. We wear the same jersey.
Yeah.
We got this. Like we can ask for help.
We each have our own roles.
Yes.
But
exactly.
we need each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what has MS taught you about listening to your body?
Oh my gosh, to actually listen. Because I feel like I always say I have like two parts of my brain. And one is like, I can do anything. I don't have any limits. I will never stop. And then the other side's like, can you just pause for a second? And that side needs so much grace because when I saw that side at first, I was like, oh, I'm weak. Oh, I look like a quitter. Oh, like I'm having an off day, or I took the day off, which in my eyes, I was like negative connotation. When now I look at it, it's like, no, that's necessary. And it's also helped me to realize people who judge me for that, if I take the day off or I have a bad day and they're like, look at me differently, you don't need to be in my circle.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand where I'm at in life and you don't understand the pain I'm going through, which has helped me look at other people differently too. When they, in my eyes, my old self slack off, I'm like, no, they needed a day for them and good for them because that is hard to do sometimes because there's nothing more that I want than to get out of bed, go do all my errands, go to the studio, give great classes, and I can't. And it's such a weird feeling to be like, I look capable, I look fine, and I'm not there. So then you get that, well, she's faking it. She just didn't want to come in today. She just had the baguettes. She wants to be done. And it's like, you don't understand. I want to be there more than anything because that's what makes me happy. But it's like, it's not fair to them for me to go in if I can't give them that quality of class. And so I do my best to really listen to my body and think, okay, what's my limits? What can I do? Do I really need the time to take care of myself or can I push it? And I find myself like, let's push it. But I'm like, okay, I got to scale back a little bit. So I've definitely had to really question myself a lot and be like, okay, where am I at? And I think that's been such a good thing for me to force myself to learn because it's helped me with boundaries in my life. It's helped me with, okay, how do I handle situations? It's like, okay, let's check myself. How do I feel? And yeah, it's been a really good lesson for me, but definitely one I'm still working on for sure.
Yeah, I think that's hard for everyone too. I mean, it's a hard thing to learn.
Yeah, it is. It is.
How, and I mean, we've already kind of talked about this, but how has this all influenced the way that you train your dancers?
I feel like very harshly in a way, because I think I look at my situation, and I'm not that I'm like, no one else has any other reason to not try. It's not that at all. At all. It's the sense that it's like, you really don't know how strong you are until you are put under so much trial and stress and you still show up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think being forced through the fire of that and living that, I'm like, then what are these guys capable of? Like, let's do it. And so I feel like going through hard stuff, I can teach hard stuff, I guess is what I'm saying. And so being able to really share real life experiences without being like, let's talk about me, let's make it all about me. That's not it. But I feel like I can take what I've been through and really apply it and be like, it's okay to have bad days. It's okay to not give 100% because maybe 80% is your 100 today. And that's something that I've had to learn, but I've also recognized it in my dancers where it's like, home life is hard. You showing up today, that's a win to me.
Yes. Yep.
And so I think learning to have grace for my dancers instead of like being like, why were you 5 minutes late? Well, maybe something really bad just happened at home, like things like that. And so I've really taken a more sensitive approach to my dancers, but still trying to maintain that expectation of like, we're here to work. Because it's like, yes, I'm trying to have grace and be kind to myself, but I'm going to show up for you still. It's kind of that same respect. It's like, yes, we're all struggling. We are all going through it, but let's all go through it together. Let's be here. Let's help each other out. Let's do those things. So it's been good for all of us to learn that. Yeah.
That's great.
That is really, really, really good. So going into, we're going to talk about mental health a little bit. So this is something that you're incredibly passionate about. Mental health in the dance world.
Absolutely.
It's a big thing. Dance can be an outlet, but it can also come with lots of pressure, comparison, and perfectionism, like we were talking about. So you advocate for studios where dancers feel seen beyond their like scores or their trophies.
Absolutely.
What does a healthy dance environment look like to you?
Honestly, I think awards are growth. Like I said, yes, it is great to get overall placements. It is great to come home with trophies and TRs. That is wonderful and awesome. Good for you. But I see when my dancers are growing and learning things in the studio, I'm like, we're winning. We are so winning right now. Like, that is huge to me because that lasts longer than a trophy. That lasts longer than a tiara, things like that. But I feel like the way I coach is tough, but tender at the same time. And my dad always says, tough times build tough men. And I am like, let's do it. Let's build these tough dancers, but you can still have love. You can still have empathy. You can still take care of each other. Because it's like, we need to, like, mentally, you need to be tough to be dancers. Like, you get told no so many times. And it is so, like, objective. And so, like, you get told no. Judges won't like what you put out there. And that's okay. Like, that's life. That's dance. You signed up for it, like that kind of thing. But I think just making sure that when girls come in my class, it's like, you're going to leave either learning how to do a turn sequence or you're going to learn to love yourself today. Whatever you learn, I want it to be from me and I want it to better you in some way, whether that's a dancer, as a human, or as a teacher. Like, those are my 3 things. And so I really feel like I prioritize the way I talk to my dancers. I want to make sure it's loving. I want to make sure it's building them up, but also pushing them, because I would hate for a dancer to come in and be like, well, I knew everything that she taught me. I already knew how to do that. And I'm like, okay, like, then I didn't do my job, like that kind of thing. But I've seen dancers come in and I'm like, hey, what did we learn today? And a girl raised her hand and she's like, I really learned just to be happy. And I was like, we didn't even talk about that. But I just remember, like, it was the first time I'd see her smile in a long time in a class. And it was just because I remember waking up that day and being like, I'm really going to put forth some more effort towards this girl today.
Yeah.
Technically, as a dancer, like helping her as a dancer physically. And she took away, I'm happy. I learned how to be happy today. And I was like, wow, mental health is so important.
Oh, it is
She
so
needed
important.
that.
Yeah.
And that's a huge win as a teacher.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Like, that's better than any trophy.
Yes.
That's better than any crown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at first I was like, girl, you're supposed to say you learned how to connect your posture.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What are you talking about? You learned how to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, wait, yes, like, this is important. These kids, they have emotions. Like, they are learning how to, like, deal with these things. And, like, today with all of our phones and social media, like, I can see why kids are struggling. I struggle. I get it. I've struggled growing up. And so I'm like, this should be the place they come to the studio and they can be happy. They can put their phones away. There's nothing more important right now than just being here. I always say that.
Yeah.
And so I think that's been a huge thing for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. We talk about this all the time with competition and, you know, all the trophies and the scores and the awards and like they're a good thing.
Yeah.
They're a very good thing.
Great.
But dance is very subjective, and it's a thing. When we compete, we're being judged by judges that have, it's an opinion.
Yes.
And so this ties in with mental health because the way that you dance for like 100% ties in with how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that right, but
it's
like,
so true.
It's something that you're putting out there.
Yeah. And
when you get told that you know, if you get second place or third place or fourth place, whatever place that you get, you feel your mental health is directly tied to that.
Yes.
Or your self-worth or your value is tied to that placement. Yep. And so for dancers in the studio, it's so important for them to learn, or at home, like from their parents. It's so important for them to learn that placement is not a part of who they are, you know, and it's not tied to their value or their worth.
Yes.
And so, or their mental health, like it's all these things, but it's important for them when they win. It's so great. It's so good for them to win, but it's also really good for them to lose.
It is so good for you to lose.
Fourth and fifth and sixth and 10th and 20th place.
Exactly.
Or
don't even get your name called.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's so good because it's a teaching opportunity for parents and for mentors and teachers.
Absolutely.
Because that's where you learn. It's like when you
grow.
lose, that's where you grow. That's where you grow.
Absolutely.
And so, I mean, as a teacher, when I taught clear back in the day, I didn't ever teach competition dancers. It was just more ballet. But and so when they're in class and they're having a bad turn day, okay, this is a teaching moment for me.
It shows the most in ballet. Like that is the most like clean cut. And if you're out of line mentally even, it shows.
Yes.
It shows.
But it's a teaching moment to like help them be like, okay, well, how are we going to deal with this then?
I love that.
Like, how are we going to deal with this mental block? Because most of the time that's what it is.
It is a mental block.
I'm kind of all over the place right now, but I feel like with competition and mental health, it's okay. And it's good for them to lose because it's an amazing teaching moment that we can take to be like, you know what? It's okay. Like, it's great. So who was it that told us that her daughter, when she didn't win, she was like, it's okay. Like, it's great. I did my very best. Yes. I did my best. And that's all that matters.
I want to be her friend.
I know.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love dancers like that.
I know.
Yep.
But
like,
how do we...
did so good.
Like, I would have been crying.
Hit all my tricks. I did all this stuff, and I am so proud of myself.
I love that.
But how, as parents and mentors and teachers, how do we help them get that mindset? Because
honestly,
not everyone has that mindset.
No, it's so true. I remember, I wasn't like a sore loser. I wouldn't say that, but I remember my teacher one time was like, you could cry about it for 5 minutes and then you're done.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, okay.
Okay, fine.
Like, okay. And that's honestly, like, like you said, like, you're allowed to have bad days. You're allowed to feel sad. Yeah, it's not fun to lose, but it's necessary.
Right.
It is so necessary. And like for us as choreographers and dancers, okay, we're going to put our hard work on a chopping block and ask it to be judged.
Yes.
You signed up for that. Your feelings shouldn't be hurt when you get told something you didn't want to hear.
Know. Sometimes
you know?
it doesn't
I love
make
that.
sense.
You signed up for that.
Yes.
You signed up for it, so you should know. Like,
yeah.
And it's hard because swallow your pride, like have humility and be like, you know what? It's not for everyone, and that's okay. I've seen dancers take first overall, next comp they take third, and they're like, what? I did better than I did when I took overall. And it's like, it's just not what they wanted.
Yes.
And they're like, well, what did I need to fix? And they'll just sit and scrub video. And I'm just like, you can obsess over this all you want. You're not going to change their mind. And that's okay. I'm glad that they thought what they thought. Like, that's why we go to competition, to hear their feedback. Like, we get here, take our money, tell us what you don't like and what you do like. Like, what do you expect, you know? But I think you allow them to have the time, the appropriate amount of time to feel bummed and to feel like, dang it, but then turn it around. Let's get back to work.
Yeah.
Like one of my dancers, she took first overall a couple weekends ago, and I looked at her and I said, okay, let's get back to work Monday. And she was like, oh, okay. Like, yes, amazing, great job, but we have so much more work to do. Like, let's do it, you know, like that kind of thing. And it's great for them. Like, let them lose, let them win. Yeah. Let them appreciate both of them, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. It's like I relate this to little babies, like little toddlers when they're learning how to walk. Or I have a 3-year-old. He's almost 3. And when he falls, like the other day he was running, fell on his face. And I was like, what do I do? Do I go and like run to him? Oh my gosh, are you okay? And just like make a huge deal out of it? Yeah. Or do I just let him get back up on his own and let him decide his feelings, like decide how he's feeling. And then, I mean, I think if I would have ran to him,
he would have cried.
And like, oh my gosh, are you okay? He would have cried. Yeah. And it would have been a big to-do. But instead, I mean, he face planted. Like, he got like a huge scratch. And like his legs like flew up.
Did a scorpion. All that stuff.
Yeah. But
he doesn't do things like gracefully.
I love that.
Like when he goes in, he's in.
Yeah. I love that.
But I mean, I just sat there and he stood up and he obviously was a little bit hurt and he just kind of like brushed his knee off. Then he's fine. Oh, and so it's like we need to, is the reason why I'm relating this to this is with dancers, like when they place bad or good or whatever. Obviously, we want to be excited for them, but like, let's let them decide how they're going to feel about it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Instead of us dictating the way that they're feeling and telling them, being upset or being overly joyous, you know, about their first place. I just think we need to just leave it to them to feel joy,
I love that.
sadness, that they're mad, and then give them a minute to feel it and then be like, you know what? Let's get back to work.
Absolutely, yes.
Whatever that result is, great. That's not the lesson. No. The lesson is how you deal with whatever result. Yeah,
agree. So, I agree with that.
And how you practice in the studio.
Yes.
That's the real, that's the real.
Yes.
I love it.
I love how you said earlier that the award is earned.
Yes.
In the studio.
Yes. It should be no shocker how you place it, like the competition. Again, you're still going to get opinions. You're still probably going to like, someone's going to be better than you.
Right.
Great. Learn from that. Grow from that. Go up to the girl that's better and be like, you did so good. Do you have any tips for me?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why can't we learn from others?
Yeah. Jordan was saying, like, when we had her on, and I'm like, this makes me mad that I'm almost 40 and I'm just learning this. But like, get inspiration from them. Don't be jealous.
Yes.
Don't be, I wish I could do this. Or I wish I would have done that. Or I wish I could look like that. Or whatever it is. Like,
and being mad at them.
And being
like
mad.
Hating them because they're better.
Hating.
No.
That is,
that's crazy to me.
And just being like, hey, look at them for inspiration.
And look how great they're doing.
Like,
yes.
you're an incredible dancer.
Yes.
What tip do you have for me?
Exactly. Yes.
What can I learn from that?
Yeah. I love that.
Maybe it's, just a positive attitude. Maybe it's being kind.
Yes.
Maybe it's working extra hard. I don't know. But
I love that.
Like, that is,
like being excited for each other.
Yeah.
Yes. Or it's like you walk into a competition. What an amazing opportunity to learn from everyone. I would be asking like, hey, like, I saw you warming up your turns in the hallway. They look really good. What's some tips you have for me?
Yes.
Like, you can learn from so many people. And I love dancers that want to learn.
Yeah.
I am like, I will put so much time and effort into you. Let's learn together. Yeah. And like, even like choreographers, like I see a great piece and I'm like, that was wonderful. I have a list of like choreographers that I'm like, I want to sit down and ask them what the process is because I want to learn. I am not prideful enough to be like, I'm the best. I am not. And when my choreography doesn't place well, it takes a toll on me. I see my value as less. I'm like, oh, I'm not as good. I should just quit. I should just go get a regular 9 to 5. I should just be done. No. But it's so easy to go there. So I get it. It's human. That's a normal response. So I understand. But at the same time, it's like, okay, instead of like crying about it, what can I learn about it? Like, what can I learn from this? What can I take from this? Who is around me that I can learn from?
Yeah.
Instead of like, who's around me that I can point the finger and be mad at?
Yeah.
Like,
yes, I love that.
Like,
yes.
Learn from people. That's why they're there.
Yes. Yeah, it's our human nature to blame someone else, right? Or like,
whose fault is
it
this?
Was there. Yeah, exactly.
You put the choreo on the stage. You did it.
Matter, like if it's dance or work or sports or whatever. Like, I get really bothered when, so my boys, they do baseball.
Yeah.
And my daughter, one of my daughters, she's super athletic and does all the sports.
Yeah.
And it drives me crazy. And yeah, we all know, and I'm doing better. I'm trying to do better when the umpire makes a really bad call.
Oh, I'd be right there.
I'd
be right there to tell them the other way.
Really bad call. I'd be like, what? Like, did you see that? Like, how am I not seeing that?
You're on the fence, like, yelling at them.
Exactly. But that is not teaching our kids anything. And so when my kids get done with a game that was just crazy, and maybe the ump or the ref called some really bad calls.
Yes.
But I'm like, always, it drives me so nuts.
Yes.
When they're like, oh, we lost the game because
of this person.
Yeah.
We lost the game because of this, or I didn't, I struck out because the ump or whatever. And I'm like, no.
Let's take some ownership.
Yes. Accountability. There is not accountability.
Should, and like, usually it stems, it's a group of teenage boys that are all amongst themselves and they're just like, that ref or that ump sucks.
They're feeding off each other.
But it's until they all get this, and they come home with it. And I'm like, stop.
Yep.
Stop. Yeah. You need to perform in dance, perform in your baseball games, whatever it is.
I love that.
So that there's no one to blame.
But you. Accountability. Yep.
So you play your hardest so that we don't have to sit here and play this blame game.
Exactly. So it's like, if you're going to blame him on a bad call, when you hit a home run, give him credit too, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, it goes both ways.
You cannot, you cannot, and they're not perfect. It drives me crazy, especially in an intense game or something. But it's like, that is literally play so that like the ump doesn't lose it for you. Yeah. Don't give them a reason to give you a bad call.
Exactly.
You should be out there scoring all the goals. It's no one else's fault than yours.
Yes. Yeah. It's so true.
If it's a close, my husband always say, like, if it's a close enough strike.
Yes.
If it's close enough.
Yes.
Then you are swinging.
Yeah.
Like, don't sit there and watch the third strike because it was a bad call.
Yep.
There is that.
It's real.
That is.
Yeah.
But
it's like when a dancer blames something on their shoes.
Yeah.
You're like,
yes.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, maybe your shoes were like dead and broken, but it's like, just be accountable
own up to it.
Yeah. And
own up to it.
That's something that I feel like
my hair was falling out. Well, guess what? That's still your fault.
It is.
Yeah. You could have fixed your hair. Like,
yes.
I see a lot of blame casting. Yes. Yep. I totally agree with that.
And that's something as parents and coaches and mentors and teachers, we need to teach them.
Stop letting them do that.
Yes, like we need to teach them to not blame everyone else.
Absolutely.
Well, it's like we're afraid of losing, right? Like we're afraid of losing, so that's why we want to blame.
Yes.
And so it's like, no, it's okay to lose.
It's great.
Change that mindset.
Yes. I think it says more about an athlete how you take a loss than a win.
Absolutely.
Like, I love when you're like at state drill and like everyone runs over to the winning team. But then there's like some teams that don't, and I'm just like, that says so much about you.
Yeah, it absolutely.
But yeah, I think you can learn a lot
about you and your coaches.
Yes, absolutely. It's like, let's celebrate everyone's wins. They're wins, for heck's sake. Like, let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it says a lot about how someone handles a loss over a win, in my opinion.
Well, and they're learning it from us.
Yeah.
It's not just coming
From their
out
brain.
of the blue.
Yes.
Like, they're learning that behavior from us.
Because they see it.
So
true.
It's so important for us to be teaching them to own up to their own actions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agree.
And obviously, like, there's things that you can't control.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
But that mindset of blaming other people for...
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, I should change my choreography, or, oh, that judge. What was wrong with that judge?
But I find myself doing that. Like, I'll be like, the judges were probably just like underqualified. No, Ashlyn, maybe it's because you don't do well choreographing and staging. Like, you need to work on that.
Yes.
Like, I have to turn it, because I'm guilty of it. I'll sit here all day and be like,
We
dancers
all
do
are.
this. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I do it too. Like, come on, Ashlyn. Like, I need to do better. I need to learn more. And I have more room to grow. That's great. I'd be sad if I didn't have more room to grow.
Right.
I'd be sad if your boy was hitting home runs every hit. It's like,
Yes.
mess up.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
mix it up a little bit. And so I
Yeah.
think it's good to lose, like you said. I love it.
I think we don't talk about these conversations enough. Like,
I agree.
I feel like it needs to be talked about more.
Yes.
And addressed more and taught.
I agree.
And some things, sometimes in life, a lot of times, they're not in our control.
Yeah.
A loss is not in our control.
Yeah.
A trial,
No.
a health diagnosis, it's not in our
Yes.
control. And so the little losses at baseball games
Yeah.
or, you know, at a
Yes.
dance competition or a
Yes.
soccer game or whatever it is, a loss of a job,
Yes.
like, that is how these little moments when you're young, like, and how you learn will help you when you do experience a health diagnosis or just, I mean,
love
anything.
that.
I said that so backwards.
No, but it's true.
I'm trying to like get that across of like, if we can teach and instill in our children, in our dancers, the kids that we teach now,
Yeah.
how to take a loss.
Yes.
It
And
will,
what you're gonna do
and
about
what
it.
you do about it,
Yes.
even when we have zero control.
normalize
Right?
rejection.
That
Yes.
it's okay, and we're going to be stronger.
Absolutely.
We're going to be better.
Absolutely.
And you know what? That door shut. Let's go open this one.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, it's okay.
Mhm.
And that can go with you for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know. Did I come across that?
No,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I think, like I said, I just feel like people don't talk about it enough.
Yeah.
And it's probably a little uncomfortable to kind of talk about because
It is.
because we all, at some point in our lives, don't do this well.
Right.
No,
You don't take
sure,
a loss
sure.
well.
No, 100. I
And
don't.
so-
I don't.
Yeah.
Still today,
Mhm.
like, I go to comp this weekend, and I know that my first reaction if my routines don't place well is going to be like, "Poor pity me."
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, what are we going to do? Well, the rest of the day's ruined.
Shot.
Let's go home.
Mhm.
And it's like, it's so easy to do that. I need to learn to take losses better because I see them as like I said, one bad no is a door to a really good yes.
Yeah.
Like, there's more room to
Or,
grow.
you know how you said earlier, and you said it too, is like, take that minute, take that
Yeah,
hour,
take those 5 minutes.
take
Yes.
whatever it is. If it's a day,
Yeah.
take the day
Yeah.
and be like, this sucks.
Yeah.
But then we got to pick back up and
Yes.
start again.
Let's
What
go.
comp are you at this weekend?
We are at Gotta Move.
Okay.
See you there. So
Awesome.
excited. Yeah,
That's
no,
so
we're so
fun.
excited. Yeah, we're pumped. But
Good.
yes,
So
lots of
fun.
hard work. We've been in the studio a ton, so we're excited.
And what studio do you teach at? I'm sorry.
I teach at Esprit de Corps.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
People call it EDC. A lot of people
Oh,
know
yeah.
it by that. But
And
so,
where
yeah.
is that?
that's in Spanish
In
Fork.
Spanish Fork.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
And I love it. It is home.
That's so
Home,
fun.
home, home to
Did
so
you
many.
grow up there?
Not at that studio.
Okay.
They were actually like rivals to my studio growing up.
Okay.
Yes. So that was like always really funny that I'm like, wait, I'm like teaching here now. How funny is this?
Yes.
But it's been wonderful. We've like grown so much.
That's
like
awesome.
we outgrew the studio. We had to
That's cool.
get more. So it's
that.
yeah, and just so many great dancers, and like I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I talk about it all the time. People are like, stop talking about the studio. And I'm like, no, let me talk about it more. I love it.
Yeah,
no,
I
it's
love it.
wonderful. I love it
That's so
much.
fun.
Yeah,
That shows
great.
that you love what you do.
I do.
And back to like just being wealthy.
Mhm.
Like you're
Yes.
just so rich in life
Seriously.
because you love what you do.
Well, and everyone's
that's
like,
amazing.
Yeah.
you commute an hour total to get to the studio. There's so many other studios closer to you. Why there? And I'm like, because I love it. Because
Yes.
look who I teach. Look who I get to teach with. Look at like the work ethic. Look who shows up for me outside of like dance, like health wise. Look who's like in my life because they want to be in it. Yes, I'm sure I would still get some of that same interaction from other studios that are more convenient to get to. But like, I'm happy
But
where
why?
I'm at. But why?
Yeah.
I'm so loyal to them and they're so loyal to me as far as like dancers and parents and teachers and everything. It's like, I love them. They are amazing. They're so fun.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Dance studios, like, they're your family.
They are. And they are insane.
Mhm.
I love it. They're so loyal to each other. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's such a good community. It really
Yes,
is.
It is. It is. So, one thing that just really stands out about your story is just that you speak openly about your MS diagnosis
Absolutely.
and balancing leadership, being intense,
Yes.
but also with vulnerability.
Mhm.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
And it also takes a lot of courage.
Yes.
So why is it important for you to share your story publicly here? Like you
Yes.
reached out to me and I'm
Yes.
so grateful
Yeah.
because that is the reason why we started
Yes.
this podcast.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Is because dancers, I feel like dancers, like we said earlier, we're communicating ourselves through movement.
Yeah.
And we just don't really have much of a voice. And
No.
so I love that you're reaching out to me and speaking about this
Yeah.
hard thing that is a part of your life.
Yes. it
Because
is.
like you said, it's helping other people. So
Absolutely.
I think you're pretty awesome.
Thank
So
you.
so back to the question, like, why is it important for you to share your story?
I think I got sick of people not sharing theirs. I think everyone just got so boring. Like, honestly, like I remember like waking up and just getting on social media. And I know like personally there are people going through stuff, but then I click on their page and I'm like, no one would ever guess. And it's like, why are we scared to share the bad stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm guilty of it. But it goes back to like, we should learn to take losses well. Let's be appreciative of the losses. Let's be appreciative of the really bad stuff happening to us and let's share it. Like, I think that's what I just got sick of. I'm like, let's just be real.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be so authentic and so us that people love us for the bad stuff. Like, I think that's like what it comes down to is it's like me going through this, I'm supposed to help other people. If I kept it to myself and was like, I'm just going to like keep all this knowledge to me, how selfish, how unfair, and so rude of me. And so I think what it comes down to is it's like, I just, one, want to help other people, but two, show people like, look, life can be really hard, but it's 100% how you live life, how you spend your time, who you spend it with, and what you share. I probably share too much. I probably overly share, and it's not for everyone. But if it helps just one person, great. And it's probably helping me. I'm probably that one person, but it's healing for me. It's helping me. And I think that's why I share, because I feel like I have a lot to give as far as help, advice. I mean, you probably shouldn't take advice from me, but if you're gonna, I guess I can share my experiences. I can share things as far as dance. I can share things as far as like mental health. I can relate with a lot of people, but I also feel like I'm good to just like, let me just listen. Let me just like how you guys, I'm like, it's so healing for me to just sit down and be like, let me talk about it. Yeah. I've never been like very open about my MS until a couple months. Like, I'm like, no, I need to help people. I need to help people to help me. Like, that's what it comes down to, is we need to be authentic. We need to be real, and we need to share the bad stuff too. Like we really do.
Yeah, we do. We need more of that, especially on social media.
Yes.
Like there's just all of this perfection, and like our kids just, it's so bad for our kids to see because, and us, like, I mean, we're on social media more than the kids are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I would hope so, but
yes,
yes, it's not a good thing, but it's like you said, it's refreshing when you see people when they're showing their vulnerabilities and sharing their trials.
I'd rather watch that.
Yes.
I'd rather like spend if I'm going to get on social media, in a weird way, let me see you struggle. Yeah. I want to see you work through things. I love to see people growing and like transform and like evolve. Like I love that. I look at myself 3 years ago. I'm not even living the same life, and I love my life. I loved my life then. It looks completely different, but I wouldn't change a dang thing I've been through. Yeah. I'm so grateful for it, and I'm so happy to share it too, because why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You're going to be judged whether you share it or not. You know?
Yeah.
Like, true. Might as well share it. Like,
well, everyone has their hard. Everyone has their bad. Everyone has their, everyone has their thing or things. Mm-hmm. And it's just like when someone is vulnerable online or vulnerable to share their story. Yeah. In a way you can relate. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. But you're like, okay. Yeah. It's more inspiring because you watch them rise right after a diagnosis or whatever it is. You watch them and you're like, okay, if they can do that, I can do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or maybe it's just something different and you're just like, you know what? I'm so glad to see that you have bad days too. Yes. Because I have bad days and I think something's wrong with me. Yes. And so it's really refreshing to know,
there's nothing wrong with me.
Actually. Yes. Like, okay, you out of all the people have a bad day too? Yes. Okay. Like, that's great. Yes. You know, like, that's actually more uplifting, more inspiring, makes me want to be a better person. Absolutely. Than watching, although I'm totally guilty of scrolling on Instagram and like, oh, that looks so cute on you. Click, bye. Yeah. You know, like that.
Absolutely. It's
a lot in front of us. Inspiring.
Yes. Yeah. So. I agree 100%. But yeah, I just think we need more real people. Yeah. And a lot of people have been like, oh, did you see Ashlyn? Like, she's trying to share all this stuff, all this negative stuff. And I'm like, yep. And I'm going to keep doing it.
Good for you.
I'm going to keep doing it because it's helping me. And I think the whole, like, I know I'm a perfectionist. So I think it's pushing me to not be as perfect by, like, show people what life looks like now. Mm. I look at so many people I grew up with and I'm like, they've got kids and they just bought a house. And it's like, but look what I've done. I have to wake up every day with this really hard, like, illness, and I still show up for my husband. I still show up for my dancers. I'm still showing up to work and my family and my job and all this stuff. And it's just like, I'm rich in that way. Yeah. I'm so rich in that way. And I'm so grateful for what I have to go through because I wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have the job I have. I wouldn't get to work with all these dancers or get to go talk to these other like studios or like conventions and share my story. Because it's like, just because I decided to wake up and be like, you know what? No, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to share my losses.
So a lot of courage.
And I'm winning because of it. I'm like, this is fantastic. This is like such a great thing for me to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to keep doing it. I don't care what people think.
Yeah, we'll keep doing it because we need it. Like, we do. Everyone needs that, and especially dancers.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, and I seriously hope that not just moms are listening to this. No. I hope so badly that dancers, like young dancers, are actually listening to this right now, because you are going to go through hard things. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say if, or, you know, or it's like
maybe.
Or maybe.
No, it will.
It's going to happen.
It's like when and what.
Yeah, whether it's injury.
Just because, a matter of time.
Yeah, let's face it, injury happens all the time in dance. Like, anything, any sport that you're doing, anything athletic, there's injury involved.
Yep.
Mental health issues.
Yes.
Family problems. Yeah. Life challenges, whatever it is. I hope that you're listening.
I know. I
hope they're listening.
I know it.
So like with that, what would you say to these dancers that are listening, or even the moms? we love the moms or the coaches or, the mentors, all the things.
Yes, same thing.
What would you say to these people, to these amazing, amazing people who feel like their body or life is not cooperating with their dreams? What would you say to them? What's your biggest piece of advice?
My biggest piece of advice would be that the trials are working in your favor. Like, they're not preying on your downfall. They don't want to see you fail. Everything I've been through and continue and will go through is for my better half. Like, it will help me down the road. I see dancers with injuries and I'm like, dang, like, you're out for a whole season. They're like, I'm never going to come back for this. And like, I see like even football players like, I can't play my senior year. And it's heartbreaking because they're like talented. And so it's so frustrating. But then that's just life taking on a different approach. 100%. Your trials are preparing you for better things. 100%. I think if I didn't have what I have with my illness and with my mental health struggles, I wouldn't teach the way I teach. I wouldn't have the connections I have. I wouldn't talk to the people I talk to. But I also wouldn't have the perspective of life that I do have. And for a long time, I was so bitter and I was so like disconnected from people and being happy. And I feel like I'm a happy person. But for a time, I was like, I don't want to be around anyone. I'm so mad. Like, poor pity me. But once you start realizing that, like, what if this is just the pressure on like the coal to make me a diamond? Like, this is what is the process.
I was just thinking of that. Like,
yes. Yeah. I mean, like, we're never not growing. And like, if you're not growing, what are you doing? Like, when I like struggle and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, instead of being like, why me? Change it to like, what can I learn from this? Where can I grow? Who can I help? Who can help me? Like, turn it both ways. And so that's honestly my biggest piece of advice for dancers, struggling choreographers like me sometimes, parents, athletes of anyone. Your trials are preparing you for something way bigger. And so I think it's honestly just trusting the process. That's kind of been like my thing this month, is like, let's just trust the process. Let's just see what happens through this trial, because they end. You've survived 100% of your bad days. Yeah. You will get through it. It's how you get through it makes a huge difference. Seriously. So
that is so perfect.
It really is. And we're done.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yes. Mic drop. Yeah. That was perfect.
Ew.
No.
That was
so
great.
Like, honestly, I feel like I'm so glad that we have you here today, because so I just feel like you have something very important to share. And
I hope
it helps.
I hope
these cute dancers.
I hope you don't lose followers.
Because no, I don't think we will. Like, this is what this podcast is for.
Absolutely.
Like, it's so important to me.
Yes.
So
yes.
I love it.
Absolutely.
And when people tell me that, oh, I don't dance, so I'm not going to listen, I'm like, you know what? Like, we're not just talking about dance.
No, there is so much to get out of this.
Yeah.
Like, dance is just the cherry on top.
Yes,
come on now.
Exactly.
It's true. Okay, so we're going to do a quick lightning round.
Yes.
So, what is your favorite style of dance to choreograph?
Like jazz funk. I'm in my jazz funk era.
I love that.
Yes. I love it. Yes.
What is your favorite competition memory?
Probably last year, my studio got overall studio at Venue.
That's awesome.
That was the best day of my life. Well, my wedding was, but that was pretty close.
Yeah.
That was just wonderful because it was hard work, payoff, ultimate payoff. It was amazing, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That is so awesome.
Okay. A song that always makes you want to dance.
Oh my gosh. Sweet Disposition by the Temper Trap. If you know, you know. Like,
I'm trying to think of
it. No, it's amazing. You'll have to listen to it after.
Okay.
I feel like I know it.
Is
it a slower song?
A little bit. It's like kind of contemporary, a little bit, a little upbeat. It's amazing.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good. Yes.
I love that.
We'll
have to put it on.
Yes, it's amazing.
When we post little posts,
it's
we'll
so
add
good.
that to there. You're going to have to text that to me.
Okay, I'll text it to you. Okay.
So, a dance move that you secretly love but don't teach enough.
Rubber bands.
Okay, tell me what that
It's
is.
like, you see a lot in like collegiate dances.
Okay.
And we had to do them like my last year at studio. Don't ask me to do it right now. I will literally break a kneecap. But like dancers will do it and then like swing back and bounce back on their neck.
Oh,
and they
and
bounce
yes,
forward. Yeah,
yes.
like rubber bands.
Okay.
Once I got it, I was like, everyone needs to learn how to do these.
Yes.
And now I'm like, we need to do them more. I feel like it's like a scary thing to do for some dancers, but I think we should teach them more. I think they're way cool.
Yeah, once you get it, it's like,
Then it's-
Yes.
that
It's like a
was-
cool party trick. It's pretty great.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's like, oh my gosh, what were they called when we were on drill? It was a big thing. So we're old.
No.
We're not old,
We're
but
not
we
old.
are.
Yeah.
In drill, like, I mean, drill has come such a long way.
Oh,
since
it has.
we were on
It's
drill.
insane.
And so I'm
Oh my
embarrassed to
gosh.
even
No,
say
kid,
this. I don't even
no.
know if this is a thing anymore, but remember like the toe roll-ups?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Bring them back.
Rise.
2026.
Toe rises,
yes.
Bring back toe rises.
But that was one of those things
Yes.
that like,
And headstands.
Yes.
Bring back the
Oh,
headstands.
Yes.
Please.
Headstands.
I can still do a headstand
Me too.
happily.
Yes.
Like, and beat
Go ahead.
Yeah.
my kids.
Go
I
ahead.
literally can beat my kids doing headstands.
Yes.
I love it.
And those are the lessons you take.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Headstand at 40 years
Yeah,
old.
exactly.
39.
Impressive. I love that.
Yeah. But seriously, that toe roll, like
Yeah.
I remember it was one of those things that like I came into drill as a ballerina.
So you never
I
did.
never did
No.
those. And so learning that for me at first was like, what in the actual? But then once you got it, it was like, oh, this is
You were like
so
second
fun.
nature.
Yeah,
Yes.
you also had to have them.
You're like,
Yeah,
Mom,
yeah.
watch this.
One of
Yes.
those things that you had to have.
And
That's why I say
Oh
like
my.
we're old.
That's
'Cause
funny.
that was a big thing.
Yeah,
That was
it
nothing.
Yeah.
Move
And
the year.
headstands.
Yeah.
Yes, bring them back.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay. So what is your must-have drink before teaching or rehearsal or whatever it is?
Oh my gosh. 32-ounce Dr. Pepper with extra ice and coconut. I won't function.
The dirty.
The
Dr.
dirty.
Pepper.
The
Yep.
extra dirty.
Yep.
I won't function. Class won't go well, and I won't be in a good mood. I had one before here. That's why I'm so happy.
I
Girl,
love
you're-
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, we've got
yeah.
our swigs.
I
in
saw the
there.
swigs when I walked in. I was
Mhm.
like, see, they know what's up.
Uh-huh.
You guys are my people. You're my people. No, I love it. That's my go-to. Always. I love that.
I'm a
I'm a
Dr.
s-
Pepper girly
yes,
for life.
yes.
Straight up, no diet.
I am a social drinker that way. You
Yeah.
want to go get a drink? I'm here for the social aspect of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yep. I agree.
Every time.
Yes.
Every time before we
Yeah.
record, Brooke's always like, what drink do you want? And
Yep.
I'm like, the usual.
Yes.
The usual.
The usual.
When the swig people know your name, you're like,
Yes,
is this a
yes.
problem
I
or a
know.
good relationship? Yeah.
It is.
I get that.
Relationship building.
Yes.
It's so bad. I was talking to somebody at market, like a market that I went to,
Yeah.
one of the reps, and her daughter was like, she was telling me about her daughter, how her hopes and dreams, and obviously this is not, but her hopes
Right.
and dreams are to marry someone from Utah
Yes.
so that she can buy a drink shop, like Twisted Sugar or Swigger
There's a lot of those.
Fizz
So
or
she
something. And she's like,
know.
I
large
want to
dating
go to
pool.
Utah because that's a thing there. And
Are
like,
we just weird?
I don't
Like, are we
know.
weird?
And I seriously was like, seriously, you guys don't have drink places like that?
No.
And she's like, no.
That's what I've heard. Like they shut down because they try.
Yeah, a
But-
couple
It's not the
places
same.
Have like started or whatever. But
That's crazy.
yeah, it's not the same.
Wait. Should we like make a segment on like your podcast where like you build a drink during the interview, like
We
your
totally
dream
should.
drink?
Yes.
Well, we have started, my girls, and they're probably so annoyed of me. They're like, I'm like, I want you guys to go order your favorite drink,
Yes.
film yourself.
Film yourself.
They're like, this is the stupidest thing. Film yourself
No.
and tell about your favorite
Yeah.
drink. And like,
Yes.
so that's the thing that we do once a month.
Your
is they
favorite
come
drink
over.
says a lot about you as a person.
does.
Yes.
It
I
does.
Mhm.
Yeah. I love that
So I
question.
can't wait for
Favorite question by far.
Yes.
Okay, so you already kind of answered this one and this one too. So I think we're just gonna
mean, I'm
end
just
on
like
that.
wrapping
Yeah,
up.
I think we're just gonna wrap it up. But you're so fun. Thank you so much for being
thank
here.
you
This
for
is
having
amazing.
me.
You're the
Thank
best.
you.
You're the cutest.
No.
And I think you just have shared so much advice with us.
I hope. I hope
So-
I don't offend people. I
No.
hope. It's all for a reason.
Yes.
I do everything with a reason and a cause. So, and it's out of love.
Yeah, I love that. I
Thank
don't
you.
think anything that you said was offensive at all.
No.
I think it was great. It's
And
perfect.
even if so,
Who cares?
Yep.
Who
Let
cares?
them be offended,
Yes,
right?
let them. I won't change.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I won't. So thank you.
Isn't there a book that's,
Yeah.
Let them.
I need to read
I need to
that.
read it too. I've been saying that a lot, so I gotta read it.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, you read it?
Oh, yeah.
I need to read it.
Yeah, it's good. I didn't read it. I listened.
Well, yeah.
See?
But
Podcast.
Obviously.
it's really
Yep.
good. So,
I love it. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you for
Thanks
sharing
for
your
being
Of
story.
course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ashlyn, thank you so much for being willing to share your story with us today. Your journey is a powerful reminder that strength doesn't always look the way we expect it to. Sometimes strength looks like continuing to show up, even when things are hard. Through teaching, mentoring, and being open about your experience with MS, you're not only shaping incredible dancers, you're showing them what resilience really looks like. Thank you for joining us today and for continuing to inspire dancers to keep moving forward. And to everyone listening, if you loved today's episode, make sure to subscribe, share it with a dancer who needs to hear it, and keep following along for more stories from the incredible people in our dance community. Until next time, keep working hard, keep supporting each other, and as always, happy dancing!